Hello people and welcome to watch another World Team Carcassonne Online Championships match. We will be having a double match today and three matches all together today. We'll be starting with Japan, Czechia of course today, and then immediately after we will be having China, Hong Kong, and later on today we will also have Lithuania, Mexico. Now, Japan, of course, being as they usually are, a pretty big favorite to win Group E, and well, so far, alongside with the United States, they have a 100% win rate for their matches. Staggering lineup, of course, as we have gotten used to. Now, the lineups you can see now actually in three places. So, on table 1, we have Snow Island versus chonps. Chonps, who I believe was Pavel Raus. The current Czechia national champion, and of course, thus will be attending the 2025 World Championships in Germany, Herne. Then on table 2 we have quite a staggering matchup here with Pyro versus martypartyouje. Now this I assume will be a very long match. Well, at least this duel on table 2, and we will definitely not be starting with it. I assume that they will be the last ones to still be, let's say, breathing. On table 3, we have Arthia versus Pavel Hudek. That's Boshi 118. On table 4, nanatakkyu versus Martin Selinak, who was the 2024 representee of of Czechia in the World Championships, and also thus the 2024 Czechian national champion. And then finally on table 5 we have Gitara versus Mikhail Bashinka. That is Michael's Real. And actually, now that I mentioned that, Michael's, I mean, the screen name suddenly makes sense to me, like a lot of sense. So those are the lineups for today. Now, if you do want to see a specific duel or a game, then do let me know in the chat, and we will accommodate your needs as best as we can. We will be starting with table number 1, as I am very much interested to see how the current Czechian national champion does against a slightly under a master rank player. Now we do of course have a quite an elo rating difference, but having seen chonps play before, he is definitely not the kind of one that you can simply run over at any point you want. Now also, as you can see, these players have met before, and for the last 10 matches, well in this case 7 matches in the last 2 years, Snow Island has been able to win 4, and 3 have fell into chomps' favor. Now I am kind of expecting Japan to win today, but we could we can certainly have some tight matches and duels on several tables actually. Mostly I do am intrigued of the result on table 2 with Pyro and martypartyouje. So we'll see if the best of Czechia is going to be able to put up a show. Um, this one, unfortunately, I do have to say is not the best type of move for jumps here, because yeah, it does start a city and it extends your part of the road, but it did not start a city in a safe spot. Usually you would want to do exactly that, so like starting a city from here or from here, or even maybe from here, but starting a city um, that looks like it is at an open space, and also gives point to your road. Uh, the road point is really like very, very marginal value, and I would say that actually starting the city in a more safe spot would be well worth that one extra point. I should really be getting a haircut. Okay, but Chomps sticks to starting multiple cities. That's good, and also creates a rather nice blocking opportunity on 2 meeples of Snow Island. So trying to go here with a triangle or with a triple city, and unfortunately for Snow, he does not get a saving tile of any kind, but neither does Joms get a blocking tile. And is it now time for Snow to get any type of city tile? And no, it is not, but what he is able to do is at least save the monastery. And even though it does come at the expense of the city, as it does get restricted to the one remaining starting tile, but still, it is live, so that's good. Uh, whoa. And leaves it unmeepled. I no. No. It it already aches my heart, and it comes from a 680 rated player. Like, you are taking away the most perfect monastery spot when there are still 4 monasteries remaining. And this square was not even blockable. Like, this was only the second out of the 5 vanillas. Like, this square was in no kind of danger at all. And now you just, like, sure, you got some extra meeples for yourself, but you took away your monastery spot, and you also gave a completely free and unmeepled city cap to your opponent's field. Like, this tile has so many other spots to go to. Like, you could go over here, start a city, over here, start a city, over here, start a city, maybe even over here, start a city, and prepare for a regular monastery spot. and then try to attack the field. But this is just it's just losing so much value, man. It's just losing so much value. Okay, Pavel is really focused on trying to expand the field and looking to also drop another farmer, which Snow says no to. Though it's gonna be slightly annoying for chomps to get this quad city added to their 1 point city, because it's really annoying to use then city caps or wait for Doritos that he actually already needs over here, or the dividers. Now, actually, the most annoying fact is that it's not that he needs multiple tiles to finish the city. It's that he needs the same type of tiles to so many squares here, 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 and some of them even here as the field Doritos. And now we do see that well, would have been really nice to go over here now and finish your monastery with another monastery, but now though, I mean, you still have like good monastery squares, like you can just equalize your opponent's monastery, or do that, which is no, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It does give one immediate point less, but it makes sure that chomps will be having a bit of a harder time of getting this of getting his monastery meeple out, and will at least have to see the trouble, or like slightly more trouble, of also giving points to the opponent's monastery here. So Trump's also not really caring about this city anymore, which is, yeah, it was quite a quite a low possibility or probability to really finish. So getting your meeple out from the 8 point city is um, to my eyes just looking to be great stuff. And also another meeple back into Pavel's hand. Now this can be very effectively made into a ruin, already has 5 points, and yeah, now we just continue it as a ruin. Snow in the meanwhile just taking another city and removing the empty city cap that was laying around on the board. And we see how chomps is simply snacking on with these monasteries, and even gets the better one of the remaining 2 monasteries, gets the road monastery and prepares a 4-point road, and also is going to be able to immediately take advantage of that 4-point road. Now there's also a secondary field forming up, 6 points with a vacant city cap, or not a vacant, but an uncompleted city. So I have no doubts in my mind that Pavel will be dropping another farmer over here. This one, I mean, really marginal value, and there is actually some threat of red being able to get like a divider over here and attack, and that would really not give all that great winning chances for us in this game if that were to happen. So not really an avid fan of this move. Would have preferred just to go here at one point to the ruin. Because our position actually looks quite good. I think we are actually ahead by a lot actually. We are +1 here, +7, +16. This was equal. 15, 14. Like we were +10. And we had a meeple more. Like we don't need to do this stuff. And we really shouldn't we really shouldn't do that stuff. Because it's only really makes the situation more volatile, and when we are ahead, we don't want volatility. We want to keep the board safe, and we want to be able to have to keep it in our control, which we can't really do if we are just placing a huge divider spot over here for either player to take, and usually those are going to favor the side with that is currently losing, and in this case it is snow. Okay, pardon me, we'll just do some, well, try to do some stuff here. Okay, additional points for jumps, and we see how this 9-point field was now good enough for snow to take, and jumps also goes for a farmer of his own to equalize the field. With that is now a 12-pointer, and with SCT to come, so it is going to be even more lucrative than the original field of 9 points, which seems like it's really not going to grow anymore. Though it might actually, maybe there, maybe we are gonna get a curve over here, and then suddenly there will be several green squares to build new cities too. Snow using his final meeple to attack the now 15-point field, which is why chomps actually simply goes over here, adds 2 points directly to the ruin, though I don't think it was a good plan. I think it was much better actually to go over here, take the 2 points for the road, and then continue this ruin indirectly, because now snow is gonna go over here and take those 3 points and still create an attacking platform to the ruin if he so wants to do in the future. So we did lose out on some value there. And now like our ruin is 10 points, but it looks like it is so easily attackable if there are connection tiles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, there are still 2 connection tiles. Snow is 7 points ahead with 15, 5, 6, 7, -2, +1, but threatens to connect to the 15-point field. Chomps is going to need to drop a farmer of his own, most likely over here. But there seems to be a lot of road tiles gone, so I wonder if he'll have enough tiles to actually connect here. Well, there is a regular monastery remaining, which would fit nicely into this square, and then some curves I think are still left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no regular curves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and only one straight road. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, there is the starting tile though. So there are at least 2 tiles to still fit into this square. There are no crossroads to go there. Maybe there are daggers, but there are not. So there are two tiles to go into this square, a straight road and a starting tile. So not that many, but there is also the additional monastery, and actually possibly there is a vanilla. Yikes. I get that it's an important attack to make onto the 15-point field, but is this really the correct tile to make it with? Because you could have just taken points though. Could have just taken points. And now we technically lost not 4 but 8 points because Snow was now able to take these 4 points that we ignored. And actually, as a result of us being well temporarily +2 ahead before this move, then 5, I think we are actually dead equal at the moment. And dead equal is actually, I'm not sure how good or bad that is. I think it's slightly not in our favor because Snow has 1 more tile. So 3 tiles for both players after the move of Snow here. And Snow could actually easily attack this ruin for 10 points and have 2 tiles for connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A triple city with a field and a maybe a road Dorito. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a road Dorito. Chomps does get a monastery, but doesn't have actually many great uses for it. I guess we just go here and go for 5 points, no? Because, like, what else do we do? We don't really need our meeple for anything. We can take points with any city tile over here, either either from the ruin tiles or just from city caps. Or actually, from here is going to be even better because it gives a point to the ruin and to the monastery. But decides to abandon the monastery and take away the attacking platform to the ruin. But actually, it doesn't even take away the attacking platform because there's another. Ay. This is not really what Chomps is looking to do here. I mean, we do get the connection, but and we also need to meeple. Meeple the road, 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 meeple the road. Ah, we are losing value. We are losing value because there is nothing that will give us more than 4 points with our final meeple. Because this one we just use either on the city or the road. This one we use on the city, and whatever the final tile is, it is either a road or city tile, and we can take that 1 or 2 extra points with it. So the 5 points is anyways what we are going to get. But with this one, we actually just gave a possibility for Snow to get um, that road with a dagger. So this is certainly a mistake on Pavel's part of not taking this road. And also as a result of 6 versus 5, I think Snow just wins by 1 point. No? Or maybe actually not, because I have counted this. No, never mind. I think Snow wins by 1 point. 90. Oh, by more than 1 point. By 4 points. Huh, damn. Oh, yeah, of course, by 4 points, because we like sort of kind of gave up on these 3 points in order to unify to the 15-point field, so plus 4. So if we go over here with the monastery, what we now got was 5 points, right? If you go over here, that's 5, then this is 6 and 7. So that's a 2-point difference. Not actually quite enough to still bring in the win, but still more points. And maybe it would be it could maybe it could actually induce a mistake from Snow of going over here and trying to get the triple city to connect, and then maybe we get it and win by that. Like I guess we just had to try and induce a mistake from our opponent there. Okay, but Japan does move into a 1-0 lead on table 1. And then we shall have also the other updates on to the situation. And the other update is that Arthea on table 3 is also leading 1-0 against Pavel Hudek. And speaking of Pavel Hudek, why don't we actually get to the table 3 and check how these guys are doing. And our game has just started 1 minute ago, so that's perfect. Okay, early blocking going on from Arthea, as well as from Pavel. We can see that Pavel is trying to make the exact same thing as we just saw chonps trying to do in the previous game. And well, it did end up actually working, because chonps was able to actually block the city that way. Now, a lot of road tiles though. We could go maybe over here, start a loop road, but then it doesn't actually play that well into into the city because we could be frozen with the road for quite a long time, just waiting for the dagger to come, and that's not really that ideal. But we do get the road, which is nice. And honestly, I would have actually loved a Dorito posse here, of being able to block both of these meeples and be in a winning mini battle. But now we unfortunately do risk our city getting trapped. I I think we should go over here and not over here. Like this is sure, this is a certain save on our city, but we are still like we can never be sure if we are actually going to get that dagger. So using a valuable city cap, just simply over here, starting a new city and heavily restricting the amount of tiles that our opponent can use to block is yeah. Well, we can still go here. Like, come on. Yeah, because this is just going into a winning mini battle. But oh boy, man. Like, why don't we just do this? Because then it actually only leaves 3 blocking tiles for Orthia. Like 3 blocking tiles. And we also would have gotten the dagger. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I guess we gotta go for the plan. Of blocking this one. So we now go over here, start a city, right? Surely. I know we have like already 2 1-point cities open, but like this one just comes with like very little risk actually, because we just have side-by-side cities. Yep, and now we go here, and then we can use city caps here. We can use Doritos here, maybe even triple cities over here, but that's like it's not really like that uh, that juicy, because then it still needs 2 tiles, and cities that need 2 tiles are far more easier to block than cities that only need 1 tile. But we do still go there because it is a shielded tile, and we don't really have a better spot. And I assume I think we go here, right? I mean, both this and this are actually like doable, but again, like this only leaves us with a city that needs 1 tile to finish, whereas this needs multiple. But we do get away with it, which is nice. Now there is a 9-point field forming up over here whenever Orthia grabs the dagger. And also it actually creates a much larger than just than just a 9-point field, because it can grow over here to 12, and it's also going to include this city, so 15 maybe. So there is going to be a field fight, I will guarantee you that. The question simply is who will drop the first farmer. If Posse gets a curve or a crossroad, I think he will go over here, or maybe I think he should go over here, like this, and drop a farmer on the inner side, of course. Instead, he goes for the Ukrainian technique, which usually is quite annoying to deal with, but not really when you have a triple city that is worth 1 point, and you limit the the restricted square to tiles like this, which only give 1 point to the city without really giving it like much of a better chance to come out alive compared to when the tile was not even there. So this still needs at least 3 tiles to be finished, whereas of course the monastery gets free, and it can also still be attacked later. A farmer though. The farmer. And it comes at the worst time as Orthi also gets the dagger. Like this is just some extra level greed of not wanting to give those 4 points, but being on the field first in this case seemed to actually have been pretty important, because you have this one over here on the field as well, and it's actually like not that easy to attack the field. Like maybe through a monastery here. Yeah, I don't know. This seems like extra pushing for the city, but getting your meeple back from the road also seemed very nice. No, actually, we could have totally dropped a farmer here, because we have this and we have this. Like we can simply connect to the field through a curve. Why are we not dropping a farmer? Because this is like seriously like the easiest spot to actually get our farmer to the field. Like the easiest. And also we do want to take like this 9-point field over here. So we are gonna need meeples, and we definitely do want to use curves over on this square. And of course on this square, because no other tile goes there anyway. Four points for Bossy, and oh my lord, what a road it becomes for Bossy. A free 9-point road with the absolute best tile possible. A triple city with a road without a shield. And what a unfortunate sequence of tiles for Orthia, as he was trying to, of course, get the road for himself with with like, for example, a city crossroad, which there were still 2 remaining, and also wanted to keep the 1 extra meeple in his hand, but it did backfire quite badly. The good news are for Orthia that somehow, some way, Bossy has not attacked the field, even though he would have had several chances to do so. And now, I mean, like it's such a shame that Bossy does not have a farmer on this field anywhere, because he's getting quick point tiles all the time. He's ahead on the scoreboard, but I would still actually say that the position the position of blue is better here. +7, +8, plus 10, plus 14, 16, 9, 7, and the field. So, well, technically, Orthia is actually leading, but this field does have several attacking squares, like here and here, so that there's undoubtedly going to be a pending attack onto the field anytime soon. Unfortunately, not just with this tile that Posse has in hand, but it is a very natural looking tile to go over here and threaten the completion of the city in the future. And I would actually be very surprised if it goes anywhere else at this point. Not sure what options Posse is thinking of. Maybe going over here, which actually doesn't look like that bad. There are still, yeah, I guess there are still city plus road tiles to fit into the square and finish the city, and also get even more attacking platforms to the field. Do we take 4 points? Do we take a 9-point field, or do we go here? Yeah, because I mean this board is just so wet though. So many possibilities. Pavel decides to go for the city completion, and could potentially cover up his city over here. But then in the most ideal case, he would have to get then another triple city to go over here to be able to build his city safely. We could also go maybe over here and try to block this monastery, or go over here and try to prevent the completion of the city, which is what Pavel goes for. Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still plenty of Doritos to go. So we can definitely wait for Doritos to come to our hand and try to finish the city with those. That's also a very viable idea. Now, the tiles are running low though, so the longer we wait with the field, the harder it is going to become. Surely now is the time to evade the field. Not to evade, but invade. But why there though? Why not here, where you have certain 6 points and a city cap? I don't quite get it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It wasn't even like blockable with one move, no? I don't quite get this, but okay. Ooh, this is extra. This is extra. This is so extra, I think. Unless we get the city finished. Well, do we now go here? Do we take 4 points? Do we connect this? So many questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we go over here, huh? And well, we do get the city finished. Which is a really nice chunk of points. And we can now also connect from here. So now Orthia gets some thinking to do. So plus 32 on the scoreboard, plus 34, 37, 32, 30, 27, 21, 17, 9, 12, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, still plus 3 for Orthia. But we could, as Posse, just go over here. You know, take 4 points. Couldn't we? I think we could. Like take 4 points and at least momentarily take away these double points for Orthia. We could definitely do that. Like if you think about it, it's a 10-point move. Why don't make a 10-point move? But instead 4 points here. Okay. Sure. Do we now make it? Or do we go here? Do we go here? Actually, I think we still have one more curve and a road monastery to fit into the square, so maybe even going over here is not bad. But like 10 points. 10 points, man. It's so calling. It seems so good though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 10 points is what the Posse goes for. And actually, as Orthia, given that there is still one curve and one regular and one road monastery remaining, Orthia is now looking to get one of those and put it over here, take away these 6 points from Posse, and then also Meeple another monastery. So, as Orthia, going over here seems quite a decent option, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no field Doritos. There are no dividers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are no vanillas. This would be a full block. And I think it is also what Orthia might have to do. Or maybe just get 2 points. But would 2 points be enough, though? Oh! So there's a city cap remaining, apparently. Surely this is trying to score points, but there are no starting tiles. Oh, but there is a dagger. There's a dagger. And sadly, wait, no. As Posse, we have to go. As Posse, we have to go here. We have to go here because the remaining tiles are a regular curve and a road monastery, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, never mind. I'm just tripping. There is no curve. What the? Okay. Never mind. There is no curve. I'm just fully tripping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, but there's a road monastery, and that is exactly what Posse is trying to get, but he does not get it. And by going over here, Orthia is taking 1 plus 6 plus 6, 13 points in one move. And it is definitely going to seal the fate of this game in the Japanese player's favor. Oh, actually, you know what we should have done? We should have definitely gone over here as Posse. Take these 3 points from here because the remaining tiles was the road monastery and the dagger. So that if Orthia gets the road monastery, then he can't go over here. Then he can only go over here, take 8 points this way. So it would actually be 5 more points for Posse. or it would make a 5-point difference in this game. And then with this one, we just take a 3-point road like this. So, well, so we could have saved 5 points with this tile, but it's 5 points enough. Wait. Oh no, that field didn't count yet. Never mind. I was about to say that it could have actually made a difference, but even with the 5-point save by going over here, we still could not have won, unfortunately, if Orthia just connects any field. So we really just needed to get the road monastery ourselves, which then certainly would have brought us the win. So a 50-50 flip in the end. But I feel like Bossi just had so many opportunities to play this field game better though. Like he had a meeple advantage in the mid game for a long while, and he just didn't meeple the field or attack the field at any moment, which feels like a massive mistake to me, because we had the opportunity, we had great spots to attack from, and kind of even like forced spots to attack from, because we had those roads open. They well both loops really open. So I do have to say that that Pavel did kind of dig his own grave here, as mean as it may sound. We also have updates on table 1, where Snow Island has been able to secure a 2-0 victory from Pavel Raus. On top of that, Moya is actually winning on table 2 1-0, as well as Martin Selinak on table 4 1-0, and on table 5 Kithara is getting a 1-0 over Michal Pashinka. So there is still hope for Czechia, but it is looking like they have to put in a lot of work still. Oops, not that. Let's try to get a glimpse of Moya versus Pyro, which 20 minutes into the game, and wow, what on earth is this game? 33-7 with 9 tiles to go. 9 tiles, 7 points. Dude, what the? What is this? So, like, blocked, 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 blocked. Well, like the city is blocked. I don't know if there are road Doritos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there is a road Dorito, I believe. 1. But anyways, blocked, 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 blocked. And Moya, the only person with a meeple. Yeah. how how is this? How has this situation even happened, man? 7 points. 7. Do you realize how low amount of points that is? After 70 tiles. 7 points. 26, 28, 29, 28, 20, 12. 13, 12, plus 12 for Moya. 7 points. 7 points. I have never seen a an over 750 player having this low amount of points with one tile to go. 7 points. Oh man. Oh, I wish I would have streamed this game from the very beginning. This looks just like an absolutely beautiful win. Beautiful win for Martin Moises. 7 points, man. Oh, that was that was like gold. Okay. Not to, I'm not trying to like purposely do this at the expense of Japan, but like 7 points. This might be engraved in Pyro's brain for future years. And also, on true Martin Moises style, he only, of course, has a few seconds remaining because why on earth would you not use your 15 minutes when you have 15 minutes? Um, but okay, so Martin wins on table 2, and there is a point for Czechia. Let's next up check up on our other Martin on table 4. Uh, nah. Where we seemingly are nearing the end of the game here with 3-point advantage to blue. Then we have some blocked monasteries, or monasteries, I don't know if they are blocked, but monasteries for both players. A 3-point blocked ruin for Martin. Let's see. -4 plus 5 plus 12 plus 4 -3 -2 plus 1. And then this field is 2 to 1 for blue. So plus 8. Yeah, plus 8 for blue here. Looks to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Plus 8. And actually very little that Martin can do. There are no monasteries to fit into this square, so there is not a 9-point save tile there. And with such a little amount of tiles left, really anything is gonna be enough for blue here. Taking a 6-point field sounds good enough. And I also don't see Martin doing anything else but maybe going over here, take a 6-point road. What the? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wait, what? This just helps. This just helps blue. What the? Because this expands the field of blue from 6 to 12 with a curvy tile. Apparently, like, it looks like Martin's idea here was to block a regular curved square over here so that a connection over here and here won't happen. So it is a logical decision, but it's not really a good one because of this. So 6 more points will be added to blue by simply expanding the field to 15 points. Yeah. We also made a mistake over here as... Actually, did we? No, actually, not really, because we attacked a 9-point field. No, we did. We definitely did make a mistake. Because this was an 8-point sequence. So we attack a 9-point field and we add 1 point to our field. 1 point to our city, sorry. And we are forced to get the connection, sure. But with the remaining tiles being 2 curves, like we could just go over here and drop a farmer and then connect. Oh wait, never mind. No wait, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yeah, that's just would be idiotic. Okay, yeah. So actually, this looks like the best course of action. This is why you don't listen to the streamer. This is why you just took my. This is why you take my advice with a grain of salt, because they are not so rarely full of mistakes. But we do get to see a decider on table 4, and that is great. And that is what we will be doing. How on earth are there so many multi-parties in BGA? Welcome, Agatha, and nice to see you here. Quite on time for China-Hong Kong, I believe. Unfortunately, we will not be seeing China-Hong Kong from the very beginning, but we will be missing like maybe the first half of the first game or the first games, but we will be covering as much of it as we possibly can. So 6.24 advantage to Japan at the moment, and it is going to increase as Takyu finishes the city, starts a new one, pointing down, which, yeah, it does make sense, because if you go up, then there is always the small risk of getting restricted to a starting tile and then later on get blocked entirely. But this way, you can get blocked, sure, but you would only be losing a 1-point mini battle against this 2-point road. So this is like slightly less volatile, if you want to think it that way. And of course, we are not looking to finish this city with a city plus, with the city crossroad tile, because it would also help this road tremendously. We are simply going to be waiting for a starting tile or a dagger to fall in our hands before we go here with anything. Martin looking to create a blocking square over here for this city. So I was looking to get a either road Dorito or a triple city with a road and go over here, guiding this city to the dead square, and this is rather adventurous to meeple this 2-point road. I mean, there were only two road plus city tiles available that would act as road ends. The triple city with the road, of course, and this city crossroad. First of all, the city crossroad is not gonna be good for Martin. Like, really, the only benefit from taking this road is simply to not let blue take it. Now there's only one road Dorito into the square, and there are a lot of meeples hanging by a thread in this game already. This road, this city, this road, this city, and even this city. So a lot of early blocking going on. But this one does make a lot, like, of course, a lot of sense for Takyu, trying to also not only finish his city eventually, but also trap 2 of the meeples for Martin. Now, ideally, blue is going to get a straight road and then a curve, and then trap both of these meeples for sure. But also, I want to say probably even a curve would do for blue, just like to go over here and then maybe have faith on winning that 50-50 coin flip. Like, it could work, but no, I don't see blue making that unless, or let's say at least before this square is covered or this city is like entirely finished. Because placing anything here, even as a straight road, which would be the ideal tile, is going to cause issues for the city, which is not what Takyu is looking for. Martin taking a long look at this tile, deciding where to go. Now, he isn't really thrilled of making a move like this, I believe, because he doesn't want to make a field. Because he's going to be down in meeples very likely in this game. Because this city is going to get blocked. This road might get blocked. This road is like never coming back into green's hand. Well, almost never. There are some scenarios still that maybe a straight road, a curve plus a curve, then maybe this road gets finished, but it's a very very strong maybe. Oh, I well, don't like this move. Don't like this move. Like, this was actually, funny enough, this was the only both direction slash rotation and the spot for the tile that I said that Martin is really not looking forward to do, and he does precisely this exact move. Don't like, don't prefer, horrible. uh, okay, it's not horrible. It's not like a blunder or anything, but it's I just don't see a good future forming a field. And then, as we saw, this city does indeed get blocked. Now we did, as Martin, get slightly fortunate here by being able to save at least this road meeple by getting a crossroad straight away. But we are still going to be in a long-term meeple disadvantage for the rest of the game. So creating a field is hardly in our interest. Or at least in our best interest. Now, Dorito for Martin. Not a whole lot he can do. Like, he could theoretically attack this city with still 3 connection tiles. And he will do that. But 3 is like the amount with 40 tiles remaining, which is like really... It's not like terrible, but it's like slightly inconvenient to do any attacks. Like, especially when talking about these kind of ruin attacks, because there's always this sense of fear, essentially, of your opponent getting one of those triple cities, or in this case the quad city first, going over here and then blocking this connection. And the fear factor of that potential is doesn't really come from it really comes from the fact that it's going to be somewhat difficult to actually save that connection, both directly and also potentially indirectly, because there are only one, well, in some cases there are only one types of triple cities remaining in the deck. Well, in this case there are indeed only one type of triple cities remaining in the deck, but also the quad city. So let's say the quad city goes over here, we only have one specific types of tiles to go into this square. So we would need either a triple city immediately, or maybe a Dorito would actually go over here very nicely, and it would actually secure the connection, because then this square can never be blocked, actually. Well, actually, it's not really that bad then. Not really that bad. What is bad, though, is that we do have only one meeple. If we get a triple city, like, do we even go here? Maybe not, because then blue goes here with another meeple. Like, there are just so many problems with this attack. Like, first problem is that there are only three tiles to connect. Second is that when we connect, then in 2 out of 3 cases, there is going to be an attacking platform for our opponent. And if we don't connect, despite getting the tile, then we are just in a losing mini battle, to which we purposely used a meeple too, which doesn't sound like that great, does it? It does not. A nice monastery, though, for green. Unfortunately, no meeple for the second one. But we do have meeples that we can get out rather easily. City cap, straight road. So we are not losing that much value. Yeah, we're gonna go over here. I think the only pondering for Martin was made just with the rotation of this road monastery. Like, do we go with the road pointing to the left, downwards, or to the right? And seems like he made a good enough decision. So we do get our meeple back, and actually this is a slightly troublesome scenario still. Because funny enough, we cannot actually, as Martin, I don't think we want to go here with a curve, but we also do want to go there with a curve. Because we don't want to see blue getting a starting tile, and then our road getting nowhere. But we also don't want to go here with a curve and then our opponent getting a... Wait, actually. Oh, wait, no, never mind. All the city crossroad tiles are gone. Yeah, I actually counted only 2 just a second ago, but then it changes everything. Then we do want to go here with a curve as Martin, like ASAP. And actually, in this case, this road monastery is going to cause issues with this road because it now incentivizes blue to go over here with a regular curve and take a 5-point road and restrict this city to a starting tile, which is like the most perfect scenario ever for blue, because there are more starting tiles than any other type of city cap with a road to the right. As a matter of fact, there are only the 2 starting tiles and 1 dagger left in the deck, and now we do see a starting tile being drawn, and it should be going over here. It should even fly over there as blue, like immediately, because this simply fulfills all the dreams and hopes of blue. But okay, I can see this. I can see this. Okay, so instead of taking this meeple back with the best possible tile, um, Takyu is really trying to enforce uh, these cities of Martin to become non-completed, because there are indeed only 3 tiles to fit into this or this square. There's 1 dagger, there is 1 starting tile, and there is 1 rotorito, and that's it. This also restricts the size of the field a lot, and it does pay off immediately. First of all, it prevents this city from being completed, and secondly, there are no spots on this field to place a city cap 2. So worked out really nicely for blue here. And now, as Martin, I reckon we save this or this. This is also, yeah, this is fine. But like, you see where our issues are. Our issues are that we need the same type of tiles to everywhere. We need the same road plus city tiles here, here, and here. Wow, even takes 4 points over the extra 3. Hmm. Actually, it does make sense, because you know, if this gets blocked, as it now does, it also, you know, blocks the monastery. So, you know, being able to get a certain one amiibo back without giving potentially a amiibo to your opponent, yeah, I reckon is going to be more compensation than is even needed to simply get 3 extra points to your field. Sure. Oh, 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 oh. I was like, I had this moment of looking like a genius, and then it was gone. uh, yeah, don't listen to me. I mean, this was looking like just so good though, because like there was only one single city cap to go into that square plus the road Dorito, so 2 times to go there. But I assume there were other city caps remaining in the deck though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, it would have taken away 3 city caps though. 3 city caps. It is a lot. Okay, a blocking move for Martin and also expands the field. Looking to get his hands on those remaining city caps. Let's have a look see at the point situation. So we have +4 for green, +5 negated by this, +4, +1, -7, -12, -9, -3, and equal meeples. So at the moment, it's looking decent for blue. And it kinda looks like Martin is going to be needing either the city caps or some quick point tiles, which there are still remaining, or are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, there is one crossroad, one field crossroad, which is going to be worth 3 points over here. Then we also have the road Dorito to go over here with. Then it's gonna get us. Is it with a shield? It is with a shield, so it would be worth 2 points and a meeple back. Maybe we even farm here, which I think we should actually do if we get the road Dorito. So there are definitely still pathways for winning for both players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess just here as blue. Or maybe we go over here and we really try to not give any space to this field. That could also work. Though we have to be aware of what type of city caps there are exactly remaining. So there are no more daggers with the right hand curve, but there is one left-hander. So one left-hand curve, then there is a divider, which would be just marvelous for this field for Martin. And then maybe a tube divider. There's 1, there's 2. Okay, a tube divider. So a tube divider, a divider, and a dagger. Actually, both dividers would be, yeah, well, this is the first divider, so that should most likely go over here to keep both city caps open, or maybe here. It goes there, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, it takes away the possibility of getting this meeple back, but I'm not sure if it is worth of sacking this city cap though, because we are behind 3 points, right? Well, we do get this, which is nice. So we can go here, we can get the meeple back, and I think we should meeple the field. I really do. There also is still this triple city with the field remaining. One of them. So that's also a scoring tile for Martin. So if we go here, we drop a farmer, we are going to be at +2. Yeah, +2 with equal meeples. Then Takyu will have 2 city caps. But we don't go there. Now we are at -1. But we have to take a chance though, right? I guess the chance that that Martin is looking to take here is that he's really trying to go for the one remaining. Actually, what is he trying to go for? He's trying to go for the one remaining field crossroad to really take these 3 points, or potentially a dagger first, take the 4-point road, and then the city cap for a 7-point move. So those are the winning options for Martin at the moment. Also, well, we can still get the triple city, but it'll actually just score us 3 points now instead of 5 that it used to. Takyu goes for a 4-point road, putting him at +5, +6, +6, and Martin simply discards a monastery, as he did not have any better spot than a 4-pointer to place it to. But 4 points should actually be just enough. Like, I think as Martin, we should have really gone here, meeple the monastery, because we are trying to get, and rather hoping to get, the crossroad anyway. Like, I think we should just rely and just have all our faith being put into that crossroad, because it really is a key tile in here. Also, the winning chances of Martin are now looking even slimmer, as Takyu gets the dagger, and now there is one only city cap remaining, which is this, but Martin really doesn't do anything with it. Oh, 1, 2. Oh well, this was actually a really wild option. Not that I would necessarily agree with it, but actually I think it's good. I think it's good. because we still have the Dorito. So we were -6, -4, -7, and now -billion gazillion, and we have nothing. And we do get the crossroad. Man. We do get the points, but the points are just coming too late. They are coming too late. And it is unfortunate. We can't even score with this tile, which is sad. Just 3 points is like all we can get. But this was certainly a fine spotting, I'd say. Because even if we would not get the 25%er of getting both of these tiles and running away with a rather huge city, then we can always just get the other and get a 5-point move done. And then if we get the crossroad, maybe that's enough, Should have, could have, would have. But no cigar for Martin, as Japan proves yet again why they are the 4-time world champions of this competition. And it's gonna be like a 10-point difference or something, because Martin has like 9 field points. Yeah, unfortunately, this field turned out to be really small after all, as a result of some active blocking by Takyu. And the point is scored, and Japan gets the 3rd match point. And also, I believe Githara is also done with well, on table 5. Let's make sure of that. Yeah, Githara is indeed done, gets a 2-0 win over Mikhail Pashinka. So Japan does win 4-1 against Czechia, and Japan somewhat unexpectedly is continuing their win streak, and they will be heading, I believe, to the first place of Group E. Is this E? This is E. And yeah, with 5-0 now 4-1, they will certainly be moving up the ladder to the 2 number 1 spots. So congratulations to Japan on your 2nd consecutive win. Czech will still be, well, will be heavily fighting indeed for the 3rd place at least, but actually they might still get to top 2, but they will most likely require some help from the United States, as both Japan and US have now 2 match wins. Japan, of course, not yet officially confirmed, but Czech only has 1 more match remaining, and it is going to be a 4th win for sure. And it is going to be against which team? Going to be against Malaysia, which honestly should fall to Czechia with maybe even rather nice tiebreakers. But they should really put fingers crossed for the United States. which does have still a lot of tough games remaining. First against Netherlands and then against Japan. But without further ado, we will be moving on to China, Hong Kong, because it has already started, and also the first, very much the first round has already been finished. So let's get to that. So first of all, update the scoreboard, and then I believe we have 1-0 lead on every table for China at the moment. So a tough situation for Hong Kong, that is looking to get their second win in Group A, as we can see over here. China at the moment 2 out of 2 wins, Hong Kong 1 out of 2. Now, let's open the game, for example, on table 5 with CT versus balala Ferry. That's Ning Ding, who was the representative of China in the 2024 World Championships, and also placed really well. Also, she ended up being she ended up getting a 4th place. Also, namely knocked out yours truly in the quarterfinals with a rather tight match. And thus, let's say, forced me to accept an 8th place in the World Championships. But to quickly mention the lineups here. So on table 1, we have Xiang Yuqin versus Daniel Cheng. That's qazxswedc versus LSC. Then Dr. Kai Han 2020 versus Ban Ban 712. Secret Star versus Sunny Chen on table 3. On table 4, 203 Club versus East Tang. And then Ningding versus CT on table 5. So 15-12 on table 5 in favor of the Ningding here. We have a sizable city versus a 3-point road, another 3-point road, a field for CT that is getting attacked by the ferry. And then we have what looks to be a ruin for CT, and maybe even a secondary ruin. And unfortunately, this blocking attempt ended up helping Ning very much, with one less tile being needed to connect to the 9-point field. And also we now have to go over here to really block the city. It's also not helping really that Ning has 5 meeples over 1. And we just entered now, unfortunately, forced to enter into a losing mini battle of 7 points. 6 points. But a losing mini battle nonetheless, in an already losing situation. These cities are just like not that Not that great. Let's see, +3 and +2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 5, 7, +5 for CT. So +5 for CT with 3 meeple disadvantage. Looking quite rough. But there is some light at the end of the tunnel, as the city is actually completable with if CT simply goes over here, only needs a city cap and a Dorito. I don't really see other uses for this. Well, I mean, if CT wants to be like really trying to go for the completion of this one, I guess he can go for this one. But I wouldn't really bother as him because because there is an attacking square on the left. And now with CT getting this, I mean, we can now go here, sure, but now we have not covered up the square of the city, and it's easier to attack. It does not get attacked, but we really need to cover up the square like ASAP. Like now, we have to cover it up now. Like we go just over here, or even over here. No, actually, that's not really good with one meeple. Like we gotta go here, surely. Surely we go over here. And we cover it up. Then we try to get a combination of Doritos. Okay, this is. Oh. Okay, well, we kind of get bailed out by Balala, which is great, I guess. Because she takes away the attacking square. But, okay. That's great for us, or great for CT. I'm not saying why it's great for us. Okay, now we go here. Now we go here. Now we try to go for the completion. CT, you know what to do. 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 Try to start my rapping career. Like, it should not even be a question. Because we are down bad here. We are down so bad. Just don't do anything stupid. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now we are threatening the completion. We I hate to say it, but I don't think we should go over here. I don't think we should go over here. Uh, or maybe, actually. I mean, there are only two, and we need a road Dorito here anyway. And there is a divider. So even if Balala attacks, we would have a divider. This it's gonna get us a meeple, but yeah, oh. Yeah, I can empathize with this. So we are trying to save the city, which I think is also what we should be doing, because we really need the city finished. We really need this to be our somewhat big feature. And then if we keep getting like roads, like especially straight roads, we should be going over here, then over here, then block this blocking square to a road which can only go downwards. This pains to say, but I think we should go over here. We are taking a massive chance here by finishing our city. Because there were so many city caps remaining still in the deck, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, still plenty of city caps remaining, but also I think quite a lot of blocking tiles for this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Yeah, there were still 3 regular curves, and maybe there's even an attacking tile. There is even a triple city. No, wait, so a blocking tile, as in the form of a curve for ferry, in the form of a dagger. What am I saying? Yeah, in the form of a dagger, of course. We also now have. Oh, this is dreadful. This is dreadful. There are no more daggers remaining in the deck with the right-hand side curve, no? Or are there? There's one. There's two. Actually, there is still one. So that's actually decent. Restricted down to one, but that's fine because one saving tile is still good enough. Now we go here. Now we save our city. And we get to go here and we drop a farmer, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 2 crossroads only. It's not very much, is it? Uh, but I think we do have to drop a farmer though. Because we can also connect through here, right? Like straight road, city cap, a curve. Like we can also use that as a connection platform, as like a back to back to back tiles. Yeah, I think we drop a farmer here. Then ferry does get a meeple back, which is unfortunate for CT. We do get this. Our city is actually alive. Yeah, but I think city makes the more correct decision instead of going like shenanigans like this, which, you know, in theory we could still complete that, or we could have still completed that. Like a dagger here, the city crossroad over here, uh, road Dorito over here, then this one here. Theoretically, could have still been possible. Would I have deemed it to be the correct way to go? Absolutely not. But it would have been content. Okay. Um, we can go. We can do this, right? We can do this and then also block this square in the future. Then connect here, get a 15-point field. That sounds like a plan. No. Well, so we do get information in the chat that uh, we have a decider going on table 3 with Sunny having equalized the scoreboard. And we also have a first match point for China on table 4, where 203 Club has been able to get a 2-0 win against East Hang. So what did we end up doing? We went over here, which I doesn't really make that much sense. Like it indirectly helps with the road. I really don't know what this does. Like why did we not just go over here straight away anyway, at a point to our city, at a point to our road. And also connecting over here is not sure if it was the right decision to do, given that the ferry had also chances to connect over here. Maybe it was. Maybe we could have just believed that we get this and maybe this. Also, unfortunately, what does not succeed is the road Doritos not coming our way. I believe Fairy actually has even one road Dorito in her hand, and she does. Well, at least we do prevent the connection to the field, but that's really all that there is. +5 on the scoreboard for Fairy, and I don't think we have enough points here. I don't think we have enough points on the board to really catch up to it. +1. Well, we do have the good ruins though, so that's something. It's 14. It's 10. It's 6. Oh! Oh, it is enough! It is enough! Holy shit! We win by a draw! See, I don't know why I keep saying we, because I shouldn't be biased, but I do say we because we like to see deciders. So apparently CT had this all calculated up, and into a decider he goes. Fascinating stuff. So Hong Kong still has chances. We also have even a third decider going on table 2, where Pan has been able to get a decider going on against Dr. Kai Han. And then we shall also take a look at what happens on table 1 with LSC. Who is also going into a decider. Would you look at that? So we have deciders on every table here, except on table 4, from which China has claimed the point. Great stuff. Okay, let's take a look at table number 1 with LSC and Xiang Yujin. Well, I should really say Xiang Yujin and Daniel Chen. But Hong Kong is definitely making a comeback here. It is so far has been a gruesome road after being 1-0 down on every table, but it is happening somewhat. Still have to win 3 out of the 4 final games, but there it is a realistic chance. And they might even take down the 2023 World Champion Team China. And also, Hong Kong winning this match would make the situation really interesting in Group A, with Finland having 3 wins, Hong Kong with having 2 wins, China having 2 wins, and Finland having their final 2 matches against Hong Kong and China. So the stakes are going to be very, very high in Group A between all those 3 teams. If Hong Kong gets a win out of this one, it's going to be very high stakes. Okay, let's see what Daniel Cheng can do. Daniel, who I believe has, well, he has definitely been a representative of Hong Kong in the World Championships, but I believe he has done that more than once. So if there are so some of the Hong Kong fans in the chat could maybe confirm this. Like, how many times has Daniel Cheng actually been in the World Championships as a player? Is it only one, or is it more than one? Meanwhile, a monastery for Daniel, attacking the city, forming multiple cities of his own, and we have a sticky situation going on for Daniel. This is not looking that great. It's not that dangerous just yet, but it is definitely unpleasant, and really looking to not get these people trapped here. And he does not. He does get the save. So most awesomely. That's not the correct term. Most well, let's just say the best tile for Daniel would be a splitter into this square, or a divider, whatever you want to call that. He is not really looking forward to getting a Dorito over here, because even though it does nicely fill this square, it is going to be rather difficult to actually complete the rest of the city. Having a threatening square over here, this can also be quite dicey. So it's not really clear as to what LSC should do here. I reckon we just go here though, and we take the road. Yeah. Oh, we don't even take the road. Wow. Wow. LSC, not. I'm not sure why you don't take the road here. I guess he just doesn't want to be losing value out of city caps in, like. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but there were still 4 Doritos. Like, you can get a Dorito later, but what if you get a divider? You don't really want to get 2 of your meeples into this city when it is still so far from being completed. This can spell so much trouble. I mean, you have such a good chance of getting a field Dorito later on in the game. Yeah, like, you can connect later. But if you do stuff like this straight away, and you give your opponent fantastic chances to try and block further, it really doesn't make any kind of sense to get your second meeple into the mix. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? And now this is gonna come also, isn't it? Yeah, now this is, oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So now, and we don't even get away with this city. Okay. And now in order to try and save the city, we should stick a road in it. Like, this is exactly what I mean though. Our city is in like shambles. Like, technically, it is completable, but it is so unlikely to be completed. One tile over here with the field or with a city side facing to the right, and it's a full block. And we have then two people stuck to, yeah, well, no chances being taken by Shang Yujin. And now we have two people stuck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And I swear, if we get the divider, like, at any point, I am not going to be holding back. I am going to come back to that decision, and I am going to remind Daniel from that decision. I'm going to remind him that we should definitely not do that shit when there are still 4 field Doritos in the game, and when we were so far from getting this city completed. So now what we should do is we should really try and get our monastery meeples back, which could prove to be an issue because 3 out of the 4 starting tiles are out, and Jin could very easily go over here and to limit our monasteries to the 1 remaining starting tile, which I honestly think he will do, and he does. Is he even deciding to maybe meeple the city cap? Surely not. Surely not. Although actually, it wouldn't be that bad of a move, given that 2 green meeples are stuck here. They are not coming back. Also, these meeples are unlikely to get back. And these meeples are only gonna get back if the starting tile hits Daniel's hand. And otherwise, we are gonna be fighting with a meeple minority of 1 to 4. Or 1 to 3 in case, in case Hatchin decided to meeple this starting tile. Decided to meeple this city. But the starting tile is drawn, and this is going to be very, very, very difficult time for Daniel. Plus 11 on the scoreboard for Shang Yujin. Plus 12, plus 13, plus 14, plus 7, plus 1, minus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, minus 17 on the scoreboard for 2 extra meeples. And now goes over here. Should be going over here for max points, because now there is no threat of LSC re-invading. Or we go over 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but why not just take 7 points though? Like, just take 7 points. What the? I don't know. I guess I guess Jin wasn't having any remote possibility of the city getting completed, and with like LSC getting a city cap here, the one remaining triple city with the road over here, then a Dorito combo. Yeah, because I mean now, I mean now Jin is ahead with 3-1 meeple advantage. I'd say even 4-1 because this is so easily recovered, and has to. It's like at minus 18, but with these fields, with a 9-point field here, with the 6-point field, I mean, likely gonna come somewhere. I mean, just take a 9-point field here, right? Like there is not much that can go wrong with taking a 9-point field and having the meeple advantage. And like, what does Daniel even do? He can't score points anywhere. The only place he can score points is like 1 point with a dagger, 1 point with a straight road, or like he has got to do is meeple this. Try to finish a 10-point city with his final meeple. Try to really pray for the love of God for those Doritos and the divider, which there are still 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still 2 Doritos and the divider remaining. He really has to finish this city. If he can't finish the city, he will be out of the game. Like almost in an instant. Just blown away by the wind. There it goes. But that is a chance. That is a chance that Daniel takes correctly so. And it pays off dividend immediately. Oh, would you look at that? As LSC finds the correct tile, gets the 10 points, and now we actually stand a chance, I believe. Okay, +2, +10, +16, +21, 23, 27, 29, 20, 19, 18. We are +18, and we are only -1 or 2 meeples, which is still sounds like a lot. But if we get quick point tiles like this one, we can just get those couple points here, a couple points there. They are gonna be all that we need. Might be all that we need. Still, there are some looming threats in the position. Mainly the meeple advantage for. No! Why? I don't think Daniel is following the situation. He thinks there are still starting tiles. He thinks there are still starting tiles. And there comes a 10-point move, a 9-point move. We are going into a. We are spiraling. We are spiraling. With an unpleasant speed down to madness. Gosh. Okay, I really do think Daniel still thinks there is a starting tile remaining, because even though he didn't actually lose any points with the sequence, he got 1 + 3 instead of 2 + 2. So this is the consequences of this action are not that bad, but it's just the hallucination that if he keeps thinking that there are still starting tiles, he might have faith of them too much. And also I think Jin might even meeple this 6 points. Might even meeple this 6 point field, maybe. Doesn't have to, but he might. He does. Okay. There is actually a coin flip that we might set up for. So there is still a field Dorito, a field Dorito, a road monastery. Yeah, I mean, they are kind of the same title, right? Um, there is still a road monastery remaining with a nice spot for it, a chance to create a 12-point field, but also just a 9-point monastery spot. So maybe a curve over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still 2 curves remaining, right? So maybe we go here with a curve, set up the spot. Even though this creates a 9-point field, we do have to still get some coin flips. Also, did I say something about reminding Daniel about this tile, about this splitter divider? Why the hell did we even ever go here when we can still take it out, or when we can also leave this Dorito to be placed there by our opponent. Because Jin definitely does not want us to get the meeple back with the divider. I think Jin would even place it here himself. So we can just focus on building the city, Like, first we build all the other parts here. Or we just expand, whatever. Because even as a bigger ruin, it's of course better than it is as a smaller ruin with 2 meeples. Like, we go over here with the Dorito, or over here, whatever, where you think it gives us, the best chances of finishing the city in the end game. This is not it, by the way. Um, and then we wait what comes. Like, if we get blocked from anywhere on this left side, then we still have the divider to be placed over here and to get our meeple back, which would be insanely important. And I'm not even over exaggerating this. It would be insanely important for us to have that one extra meeple, even though we now got um, like fantastic value out of that divider. This is still a profound mistake by Daniel. +5 for Jin, +17, 11, 10, 8, 3, +5, +12, +6, +6 for Daniel. I guess this is still doable somehow. What if we just... no, it doesn't work though. I was like, what if we just attack this field, like right in the very end? But unfortunately, first of all, Jin has the starting player advantage, so he gets the final tile. And then we would be +9, and it's not really enough. Oh no, wait, +6, but like yeah, the starting player advantage is simply playing heavily against us in this one. Because we can't really attack this field via this curve, because Jin will immediately equalize this field by dropping a farmer over here. And then if nothing connects, it's going to be +3 move for us, but +9, especially after this, it's not good enough. Now we have to figure out something else. Now we have to figure out how to get the road monastery on our very next move, and how Jin is not able to place a farmer anywhere on this area. If we get the road monastery now, we go for this, but we don't get it, and that sucks. Because I think there are quite a many curves. Well, I did 2 curves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 2 curves. There are 0 curves. But okay, let's see. I think we are at the moment ±0 with 1 extra meeple for Jin. We need to get the road monastery. We have to get the road monastery to get the 12-point field. I think that's the only way we are going to win this. We are now -5. We need to get the road monastery, and we need to like drop a farmer now already. But we just have to figure out where exactly do we drop it. It's gonna be either here or here. On this side, yeah? I'm sure this is 1 extra point, but I think this was I think this was also the wrong spot to drop the farmer. Bear in mind that this is now at the moment without me knowing the tiles remaining in the deck, because it was easier for Jin to meeple this side of the field with any road tile than it was to go over here or over here, which there are not even tiles remaining in the deck. Which is why I think it was essential to go over here. But actually, given the tiles in the deck, this was actually the best spot, because this or this did not allow a field meeple from Jin onto any of these parts of the field. So actually, indeed, a very precise field meeple by LSC, trying to rely on the 33%er to maybe win. Loses by 11 points, but just because we can, let's do a little. Let's try and do a little math. So with the road monastery, we would have 6 points more to 73, and then Jin would have, this goes over here for 2 points, and then this one actually it's only worth 3 points. So -3 to 75. Oh, that's still not enough though for LSC. That's unfortunate. Okay, still not enough, but a valiant effort with the field. So ends up into a Chinese win on table number 1, and that puts China into a 2-0 lead. and we shall have some more results right now, as Sunny has won on table 2 and Dr. Kai Han has won on table has won on table 3, sorry, and on table 2 Dr. Kai Han has won against Pan Pan 2-1. And then apparently we still have a decider going on table 5 between CT and Ning Ding. Or we don't. And CT has won. With quite a decisive point advantage. So definitely a good put up a good fight, but unfortunately not quite enough to grab a win from China. We should look up the right score. And it is going to end up in a 3-2 advantage for China, and China will take a third win in Group A and will be joining Finland on their win streak. And now both Finland and China will have 3 out of 3 wins. Finland still with better tiebreakers slightly, with China being 11 and 4. Then Hong Kong will have 7 and 8 with 1 match win. Catalonia 1 match win. Hungary 0, Australia 0. So 3 wins is gonna be at the moment out of reach for Hungary and Australia. And then it's going to be, well, likely it's going to be, no, actually it's not just likely, it is almost going to decide with. So if has Catalonia played yet? Have they played yet? Give me a second here. So A. So against Australia this week, so tomorrow, Catalonia can actually still get to 4 match wins. So 4 match wins will certainly be enough for top 2. And funny enough, either Finland or China are not safe yet, because first of all, Finland and China will have a match on week 5 as the final group stage week. They will be fighting each other still. And then, well, Hong Kong can still get to 3 wins, potentially even passing Finland if we flop our 2 matches like really bad. Because gotta take into account that even with 0-5-0-5, Finland would still have like positive tiebreakers on the duels by 1. So it's definitely going to require not only wins for Hong Kong, but now with having 7 and 8, it's also going to wait. Actually, I mean, if Hong Kong just wins 3-2 their next 2 matches or by more, then they still have actually chances to be in the top 2 or 3. It would be probably better if I did not focus on the tiebreakers that much yet on week 3. After on week 4 and after week 4, when there are not that many matches left, then it's gonna be much easier to see and speculate exactly what should happen and what could happen in every group still. But yeah, congratulations to China on advancing to 3 out of 3 wins and keeping your win streak. And commiserations to Hong Kong, who actually keeps going with 3-2 matches against the Hungary. I believe they won 3-2. No, why am I saying I believe? Because I can just check results. So Group A. Against Catalonia, Hong Kong took a 3-2 loss, and against Hungary a 3-2 win, and now against China again a 3-2 match. So there is some similarity between Hong Kong and Belgium, in the sense that they are actually both going like really hard on 3-2 results on to like one team or the other, which is kind of funny. But 3-2 could potentially be a winning strategy. Actually, no, it cannot, because Hong Kong will definitely have to do better than 3-2 against Finland if they want to surpass us, which definitely should be making me happy, because unless we flop to Hong Kong like 5-0, then our chances should actually be quite decent, because at the moment we have won both against Catalonia 4-1 and Hungary 4-1. And yeah, if we just don't flop against Hong Kong, I think Finland will have great chances to get into the playoffs. But we'll see. We'll speculate more on the later weeks. Now, we will still have one more match to stream today. It is going to be Lithuania, Mexico from Group C. It's going to happen at 17:30 UTC time. So stay tuned for that. And then for Sunday matches, we have just a bunch. I have not even given the stream announcements on the channel what we will do, but I would say that we will be starting with Catalonia Australia, because it's in Group A, and Catalonia can still make some surprises happen. Also, it's gonna definitely be like a force win for Catalonia if they want to have chances in this competition, I believe. So we will likely start with that, and then we'll decide. Well, I'll decide tomorrow. No, actually, what tomorrow? Today. Yeah, I will decide today in the evening what I will actually stream, because 9 matches, like, definitely not gonna be streaming everything. Not that I even could, because some of them are happening at the same time. But we'll see. We'll see. So stay tuned for Lithuania and Mexico. Once again, congrats to Team China, and also for Team Japan on coming victorious today. This will be the wrap of the stream for now. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for sticking all the way until the end. And if you do enjoy this type of Carcassonne content, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing and liking the stream. I will see you soon again later today with one more match of the World Team Carcassonne Online Championships with Lithuania, Mexico. Bye for now.